This is polymer clay, and I'm gonna try to turn this into Piggy. Let's see what happens. Hello everybody, I am Kindly Keyin, and welcome to a completely new concept of video for the channel. Recently on YouTube, I was recommended this video, making all Roblox Piggy characters Part 1 Polymer Clay Tutorial by Geovy's Hobby. So I watched this tutorial video and I thought, this dude is very good at making things out of clay. But I wonder if with my limited skills, I could make something kind of sort of okay out of clay. I'm gonna be following Geovy's tutorial here on his YouTube channel to try and recreate some Piggy characters out of literal polymer clay. And we're going all out as far as production goes. Check this out. Look, multiple angles. Look, there's my hands. Hello, hands. It's kind of creepy, right? As you can also see, I have a whole bunch of different polymer clay colors here. I've actually got a whole bin full of them. But these were the colors that I thought would be the most appropriate for Piggy. So before we jump into the actual making of our Piggy clay figurines, I do want to say, go check out Geovy's Hobby. Incredibly talented artist, like making some really cool stuff out of clay. I highly recommend you go check out his channel. There will be a link in the description down below. And if you guys want to check out this specific video that I'm going to be following the tutorial of, there will also be a link in the description down below of that. Piggy. So we're starting out with Piggy. Keep it simple. I feel like Piggy is a good starting place. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe there's easier ones. But it looks like he's making the body of Piggy first. So he's got tools that I probably don't have. I mean, I got these weird like pink plastic tools. They don't feel like they're what a professional would use, but let's be honest, I am not a professional. Either way, Geovy starts with Piggy's body. And I will say, he actually paints his polymer figures. I don't have paint, but I do have clay that is kind of sort of already colored. So that's the route I'm gonna be going. So if we're starting with Piggy's red dress, we might as well start with red clay, right? So how much clay should I have? I don't know. Maybe like half of this. It's so weird. It's way more like rubbery than I was expecting it to be. You think this is a good amount? I mean, that seems like a similar amount to what he was using. So I should roll it into a ball. There you go, sort of. And then we need to turn this kind of into like the shape of Piggy's dress. I don't really know. I mean, it kind of like flattens out at the bottom, right? So you kind of are making almost like a cone shape sort of thing. I mean, yeah, that seems pretty good, sort of, right? Here, I'll give you the close-up on the other camera. There you go. There's Piggy's dress. But now he does add some like little indentations using that fancy tool that he's got. I kind of have that, so like I can sort of oh, these don't seem very good. These seem like way too aggressive. But maybe if I you know kind of mess around with them, kind of break them up a little bit using my fingers, it'll give it a more natural sort of appearance. I mean, it's not like terrible, right? Clearly, I'm a polymer clay noob, but you got to start somewhere, right? Okay, so next up is what appears to be Piggy's nose. I think that's Piggy's nose. Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, all right. This seems like a good color for Piggy. So let's go with this one. I made Piggy's head, which is really just a round ball. I will say that I rolled it around on my desk, and while I thought that my desk was perfectly clean, clearly it was not. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but there's like little specks of, I don't know, fabric or something on Piggy's head. I'm sorry, Piggy. It gives her character. That's what I'm gonna go with. So I'm now working on Piggy's nose. I don't exactly remember how he did it though. I think he just rolled a ball and then kind of squished it down. Yeah, I may have actually used too much clay. I feel like this is a little too big for Piggy's face. I mean, look at that. Look, it's like her whole head. Okay, I need to use less clay for that. Okay, I'm gonna try with like a slightly smaller bit of clay. So we just kind of flatten it out like that and make it a little bit more even. And there's your piggy nose. And then we just put that on her face like so. I mean, that's pretty good, I think. Yeah, that seems all right. Next step, we put the piggy head on the piggy body. The time has come to combine the two pieces together and turn them into something that kind of sort of resembles Piggy at this point. I mean, look at that. I feel pretty good about this. I do have to say her nose is enormous, but it is what it is. So let's move along. What are we doing next? He's got a wad of clay. He's making ears, of course. Okay, so I got a little bit more of the pink clay. The ears, I mean, they're basically just circles, but then like one side of them is kind of flattened to stick to the head, right? So I don't know exactly how much clay I need, and obviously I want the ears to be mostly the same size. So I think that's pretty good. And then I just place that right there, okay? And then place that guy right there. I mean, it's not perfect. She kind of looks like Mickey Mouse right now. I think her ears are a little bit too big. I don't really care. I like it because I made it. Okay, next step. What are we doing? Are we making, is that a hand? Oh, okay. Okay, so we're gonna have to make 2 of those. This is where things are getting a little bit more technical, I gotta say, because I have absolutely no idea how much clay I should be using for this. Okay, so he basically makes like a cylinder, like so. Not too bad. And then he takes a section of this tool and kind of presses the clay into it to basically give Piggy a little hand. Look at that. Never in a million years would I think of using the tool to do that, but that's why people like Giove are so talented. Okay, so since we've made one of the hands, oh gosh, I've made it way too big for her body. So, oh no, oh no, what did I do to her hand? Okay, I gotta start over. I need less clay. All right, so here's Piggy's new hand, and it's a much more appropriate size for her body. So actually, before I attach it, I'm gonna make another one and use this one as the reference so that I've got the right size. Look at that, 2 piggy hands. Now I just need to attach them to her body. Go like that. I mean, yeah, that seems pretty okay. I will say she's kind of got like a tilt, right? She's like a little bit tilted to the right. And there she is. She's got arms now. I'm actually really surprised at how well this is turning out. Hey, it's me, Piggy. All right, moving on to the next step. After he attaches the arms, we've got a ball of clay, as you can see, and just roll. Oh, this is the bat. This is the bat. Okay. So, as you can see, I have some brown clay. Don't eat it. It's not chocolate. All right. I'm making what I think is going to be a bat, although it right now looks like something my cat left in the litter box. Okay, so this is pretty much the best I was able to do. It's not nearly as good as Giove's, but it's not terrible. And then we need to give it the little teeny tiny end. Just kind of press that onto it, I guess. And there's your piggy bat. He's done it. So now here, Giove puts what seems to be like a nail inside of the bat, obviously to make it more rigid, and then he bakes it. Now, this particular kind of polymer clay that I'm using is just air dry polymer clay. I don't think you bake it. So I don't have a nail to put into the bat, although maybe I do. You know what? Let me go look.
A few moments later.
I found a nail, and I think it's gonna work. So we just insert the nail. Ooh, this is kind of hard. Okay, so now there's like a big old hole in the bottom where I put the nail. I'm gonna try to cover it up. And now the bat's a little bit more tough, but I will also say, because I was messing around with it while trying to put in that nail. It also kind of looks like a caveman's club now. Oh well, it is what it is. So at this point, GOV actually bakes the whole Piggy and then paints Piggy. Now, obviously, we don't have to paint her because we're using clay that is already colored because I'm a noob. But he actually paints the eye on. I don't have that option, which means I need to make her eyes out of clay. Is that what we're gonna do? I guess that's what we're gonna do. So I am going to use 2 very, very small amounts of black clay to give Piggy some eyes here. There you go. She's got eyes, but one of them has to have red. So I found like a slightly different red color. It's not the same color as her dress. And I need to get like an even smaller amount because it needs to fit inside of the black eye. And there you go. I gave her a red eye. That actually looks really good. I love it. Next steps. We need to give her her little cheek blushes. And then also we need to give her nostrils. So this pink seems like a good one for all of those things. And again, we need just a very tiny amount and we place it on her cheeks. All right, I'm putting her blush on. I'm giving Piggy some makeup. I think it's a little lopsided, but it sort of pretty much works, kind of. And for Piggy's nostrils, I'm actually gonna use the same exact color clay that we used to make her head. I think that'll work. I don't know. I kind of have to see it. It might not actually work. I should use a different color. Disaster has finally struck. Everything was going so well. I tried to give her like this tan looking nostril. Tell me what that looks like. It looks like Piggy got a big old booger in her nose and refuses to wipe it off. And she even got a little bit on her dress right there. I hate it. I'm so mad. And I really can't get it off. Maybe I can use like this knife. So that's honestly the best I could do. It's not great. I'm pretty sad. But I've decided that I'm just gonna use the same color for her nostrils that I used for the blush, which is probably what I should have done from the beginning. This is the best I could do. It's really not very good. Everything else was going so good. Why did the nostrils have to mess it up? Either way, it's my creation. I'm still pretty happy. But there she is, completed Piggy, polymer clay. It's not perfect, but it's the first time I've ever made anything out of clay. I mean, maybe I made something out of clay when I was in elementary school, but that was a very long time ago. I certainly don't remember, so I'm happy with the end result. I'm just a little bit bummed out about the way that her nostrils turned out. Why your nose gotta be all gunky with boogers? But I love the eyes. So, while Piggy dries, we have an opportunity to kind of sort of redeem ourselves. I can make George Piggy, which is basically the same thing as Piggy, but he's wearing blue. So let's give that a shot, shall we? So I'm starting off with a little bit more clay this time around. I'm gonna try to make George a little bit bigger than I made his sister. I think this is a little bit better this time, but maybe only slightly. I feel like I did a better job with the bat this time for sure. Doesn't look as much like a caveman's club. Piggy hungry, Piggy smash food. All right, there's George so far. Looking pretty good. Not perfect, obviously. I'm still learning as I go, but I do feel like he's looking better than Piggy. Although his shirt got a little bit messed up there. Oh well. He's done! And I love it! He actually kind of looks like he's like winking. I don't know, that was an accident, but it turned out all right. I also tried something a little bit different with the nostrils. You can see I gave it a slightly different color. I think that worked out in the end. I will say his nostrils are kind of a weird shape, but you know, it is what it is. But there they are, the dynamic duo, Piggy, Penny, I don't know, whatever you want to call her, and George. I definitely like the way that George turned out a little bit better, but I mean, for my first time ever, I think Piggy turned out okay. Let me know what you guys think. I'm pretty happy with the way that both of these little dudes turned out. I'm gonna set them off to the side so that they can dry up, and they're gonna live here forever, basically. So a big thanks to Giovi's Hobby. Go check out that YouTube channel. Very, very talented. Way more talented than I am. But either way, this was a lot of fun. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video too. And if you did, be sure to hit that like button and let me know in the comment section if you want to see me try and make some more. I will say, for the record, they get way more complicated than this. These two are literally the easiest ones that he has on his channel. From here on, they get a lot more technical. But if you guys want to see me try, let me know in the comment section below and maybe we'll give it another shot. But either way, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. And as always, thank you for watching. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye. Bye.